AT725 Hybrid Drive is quite a unique looking and feeling golf club. When we set this club up behind the golf ball, we can really notice a couple of unique features. Firstly, it looks like a big version of a hybrid club. And this is taken from the design of the AT725 Hybrid range that Thomas Golf make, but they've just blown everything up to make it driver size. So we've got a bigger club head, more CCs in there, makes the sweet spot a little bit bigger. It's not got as much loft as a standard hybrid club. It's actually got very similar loft to a normal driver, 10.5 degrees of loft on this. But because the weight is low and deep in the club face, it actually produces a slightly higher ball flight than a normal driver. It's a slightly shorter shaft than a normal driver, which is great for the club golfer because most club golfers with the driver feel it's a bit long, a bit cumbersome, a bit out of control. And then the really unique feature, the patented feature of this golf club, is the fact that Thomas Golf have been able to flatten off, by redesigning the crown of the club, they've been able to flatten off the crown of the golf club and therefore get their patented alignment technology line on top. So as I set this up behind the golf ball, the alignment line points my desired way to my target. It's dead easy to line up because the alignment line does that for you, like it does with a putter. I then go ahead and take my normal stance, my normal setup for a driver's swing, and then sweep the ball into the air, and we get lovely long high ball flights off quite a consistent face. But a lot of people would say to me, well, that's all well and good for you, Pete, you're a professional golfer, you should be able to hit the ball onto the fairway all the time. So what's it like in the hands of a real world club golfer? How does that look initially when you pick that club up?
It's different from most clubs I've seen before, but I do like it. I mean, I struggle with my big driver.
Okay, so the standard driver is not a big fan, is it?
No, I have one in my bag. Occasionally I'll get it out, but only when there's a lot of space, because I really don't know where it's going.
Okay, so something like this, we've got the alignment line on top. How does that sit to your eye?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's definitely going to help line up, especially towards the front of the stance. I sometimes struggle to know whether the face is open or not, so that's going to help an awful lot with that.
You're quite eager to hit this one. I feel like you're almost going to start swinging and I'm still stood in the way. It looks like Tom's ready to go here, guys. So we've got 3 balls set up. We've got a relatively low T-peg in terms of a driver. What we can see though is we want about half the ball sitting above the top of the club. I'm going to get out of Tom's way quite quickly. He's keen to go. We've got a target marked out here onto the fairway, so we're going to see how Tom can hit the ball down onto that fairway there. Now, how about that one, Tom? Oh, we're liking that one already. That's pretty long, pretty straight down the middle as well. Good shot. Yeah, a little bit higher up on the face this time. So it's giving a higher ball flight, really working the ball high up into the air, just into the right side of the fairway there, which is a great shot. Now, a little bit interesting, that one. That one came out the bottom of the golf club. It came a little bit off the heel side. Could you feel that?
Yeah, yeah.
And how about the result? It worked its way back to the fairway a little bit more for you?
Yeah, and I can see I've hit them straight out the middle of the club, so that felt nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice club.
So what Tom's referring to there is he's looking down at the alignment line from the top, but then also underneath we can actually see where there's a mark from one of the T-pegs. So it's come right out the centre of the golf club. First couple were good strikes, but the third one probably showed the inconsistency that you would sometimes get with your normal driver, because as an 18 handicapper, as a club golfer, these things happen. But what I'd like to see was that, you know, I can hear where the ball's been hit from. I heard it hit the bottom corner slightly towards the heel, but the ball cut back nicely into the middle of the fairway. Didn't quite go as long as the first two, but in play. Yeah. None of those shots would have been lost. We're not even looking for those golf balls. So that's really the benefit of the slightly shorter shaft, nice high loft, loads of weight low and deep under the fairway. And I think we've got a bit of a fan already, would you say so?
Yeah, I like this one. My current tee shot club would be like a forward.
Right.
So that would be a big preference, because I can see it's got so much less loft that it's going to go further. It'd definitely be a good club for me, I think.
Slightly bigger head than the forward as well, so what you'll actually get yourself there is a bigger sweet spot, so the off-centre hits are going to work better than the forward, but also more controlled than the driver. I think Tom's ready to go again, guys, so we might have to go and get some more golf balls, get him loaded up, and just leave him to keep hitting some shots here. I think I'm out of a job for the rest of the afternoon here. But well done, Tom, that was great work, well done. So if you're a golfer that's struggling with your driver, but really enjoys hitting hybrids, maybe there's nothing better to put in your bag than a hybrid driver. The confidence of your hybrid clubs, coupled with the distance that you get from a driver, and hopefully the control to find more fairways in a round of golf. Just leave this one with me, guys. I just want to hit this one more time and knock it down there with a 725.